always buy a spare or a lifetime supply, or get a buy it for life and make sure it lasts. And do that for all things whenever possible. And if you know up front that that a particular thing you can't get spares or it won't last, just try to not get it. Definitely don't rely on it. It's the same reasoning as when I was talking about last show with the attachment that businesses have on their supply lines, for example, is if you have components for widgets and the components are made by some other company that's being shackled to the fate of some other thing over there that you don't control, is the same thing in your everyday life. If you've got stuff that stuff owns you, so you have stuff that you choose to require, and if you start making choices and those things are transitory, they're temporary in some sense. If you get something that is low enough quality that it expires early, if it's hard to replace, or if it's particularly expensive or whatever the heck, and you end up loving it, and it breaks or it's gone or whatever, then you're absent of something in life that you really valued. I mean, that's a perfect example of you didn't know upfront that they weren't gonna be making that particular drink anymore. If you knew, you would have bought everything in that place. You just would have bought them all
I
and
would
just be
have
like,
gone
"Okay,
hard.
yeah, just decide, well, I'm gonna be poor for a little while. I'm just gonna buy it all, and I'll put it in my garage." And but you didn't know, but yet you did the second best thing. It was a habit for you to go looking like, okay, well, I've got the opportunity. I like this. I'll buy in bulk. And buying in bulk is a perfect example of knowing something that you knowing when you like something, admitting that you like something, knowing that you're going to be using it long term, buying it or whatever, eating it, and getting enough of it that it's going to last, so that if it runs out, you still have enough because you bought in bulk. It's the same with all kinds of stuff. It's not realistic for something like a car, and that's why you have insurance and stuff like that, so you can replace it fairly not terribly hard. Um, but for non-perishables, definitely. Like that's an example of a non-perishable that you can pay way more for potentially and just have it for forever. Just don't lose it. Another of the upsides is when you do that kind of thing, you look like you spent the money, which is a side effect that is very positive for a lot of people. Like if I put you in like a $10,000 suit, and it's that it costs that much because it's really good quality and it'll last. Um, you don't just get the benefit of having an article of clothing that's going to last a long time. So it's an efficient use of money. You get one that looks like it cost a lot of money because it did. So it's the genuine brand.